The Jackhammer, probably one of Ultrakill's most known weapons for its variety and its high damage output. Now, the Jackhammer works great with the entire arsenal, but would I be able to do it with just the Jackhammer? Now, that's what I want to find out in this video. From just the Maurice in the beginning being ridiculously easy to the two final bosses of this challenge, I'm going to do every boss in Ultrakill with only the Jackhammer. Will this be possible? Probably. Will this suck? Yes. Will I love the Jackhammer after this challenge? Who knows? I mean, but yeah, let's get into it. Just to clarify, the first part of this challenge was off of stream. I was recording with one of my friends on call. Now, this isn't really an important detail, but I just wanted to let you know for anyone who wants to go find proof in the streams. The streams I did were of some of Act 2 and of the Prime Souls. Now, that's not really a big deal. One of the biggest deals in this challenge, though, that I think most people were going to call me out for if I didn't, clarify this, but for non-boss enemies, I repeat, non-boss enemies that don't have a health bar or anything like that, I'm able to use my revolver. Only my revolver and maybe the knuckle blaster. The knuckle blaster, my revolver, I'm allowed to use for non-boss enemies. Now, this can include like filth, strays, like anything of that caliber, but it can also include boss minions. This is a very big detail that will come up later. Alright, that's about it, and yeah, finally, actually, let's get into it. Now, Maurice was easy, as he should be. I literally two-tapped him. I mean, there's not really much to talk about here, to be honest, so that's about it. On to Swords Machine, which, if you've ever fought Swords Machine with a singular shotgun ever, you know how that goes. So yeah, rope flip. I'm low-key clowning on the secret Swords Machine encounter. Loki staying in the air is the best strat, bro. Die! Oh my god, thank you. Alright, there we go. Moving on, it was time for Swords Machine again. Yeah, there's two encounters. First one was the secret encounter that I just showed you guys. Second one is his main encounter in 03. So yeah, I pretty much destroyed him the same way. Now I understand there's two encounters here. Yes, I do. Oh, the Jackhammer, the Jackhammer chainsaw actually does a lot of damage. Trust you, don't. Anyway, now it is time for Cerberus, which is not really that hard. It's just Cerberus's. I do big damage. Oh my god, bro. Moving on, we have the two hardest bosses in the entire game. I'll just let this clip speak for itself. This was insane. I actually one attempt at the hardest boss in the game, as well as the second hardest boss. What am I gonna do? How am I gonna beat this boss? Oh my god! Oh my god! I did it! Oh, I did it!
Fighting.
I tungsten. I beat the cancerous rodent. No way! Oh my god! Oh my god, I beat it. Oh, it's time for the very cancerous rodent. Get prepared to be one tap. Alright, now he's dead. Moving on to the Hideous Mask and the Dual Swords Machine encounter. I decided to do the Hideous Mask first because, well, the Hideous Mask is a lot easier, and I thought I was going to have a lot of trouble with the Dual Swords Machine counter. The Hideous Mask was easy for the most part because I use the Jackhammer normally when I kill the Hideous Mask, like, in any of my runs, but the Dual Swords Machine, which I thought was going to be super, super difficult, I actually one attempted it, which was really cool. So yeah, I'll go ahead and I'll show you both of those clips. Let me just core launch at his tail. That does a good bit of damage. dead. That's easy, chat.
He did all that, man. Are we copying old?
Oh my god, I'm still recharging on this one. What am I doing? Oh my god! Yo! I just first tried the double swords machine! Anyway, next up was just a nice level with no bosses that I can fully explore with my jackhammer. Yeah, never mind. This, you know what's up next. It's V2 time. I'm gonna kill him with core launches. This is gonna be not that bad with core launches. I almost punched him, but I didn't because... Okay, I almost had punched him, but... It missed, so I'm not gonna count it. Alright, nice. I did, With our nemesis narrowly taken down, it was time to exit the limbo layer, move on to lust layer, and challenge our first boss of that layer, the mind player. Oh, I just did a chunk of damage to that mind player, bro. Oh my gosh! Oh my, I killed that mind flayer so fast. Again, greeted by an empty level. We are yet to expect that there must be something else, right? Yes, that's where the corpse of King Minos comes in. The corpse of King Minos, a predecessor, let's say, to the hurdle that will be Prime Minos in the future, was not so bad this time around. Corpse of King Minos is an easy boss, but the only part that was hard was that I couldn't parry the fists like normal, so I had to resort to shotgun parrying, which is a really hard form of parrying. But other than that, it was really easy, and we got it done. Now it was time for the one and only Gabriel, the top angel. Ah, give me health! I'm at 5 health! Whoa! Oh my gosh! Oh, that was huge damage! Oh my gosh, I'm at 18 health! Ah! Oh my god! Get away from me, foul demon! Bam! You're dead, you're dead, you're dead. Now it was time for our favorite cheesable boy, the Sisyphean Insurrectionist. Now this time around, we couldn't cheese him, of course, because this is a challenge run, not a P rank. Anyway, this boss wasn't really hard in terms of dodging attacks or anything. It was more hard in the sense that I didn't really know what to do against him, because I don't fight the Sisyphean Insurrectionist, I just insta-kill him, because insta-killing him is so much easier. But like, yeah, it's just like, I didn't really know what to do, so I kind of just like slammed into him with the jackhammer over and over, and it pretty much worked. So I think I one-attempted him just by slamming my jackhammer into him. Pause. Anyway, yeah, it wasn't that bad, and we finished it and moved on to the boss in 4-3. Some illiterate people who don't know anything about this game would say, wait, Val, there's not a boss in 4-3, is there? And those people would be wrong. There actually is a boss in 4-3, and that would be the secret boss, the Druid Knight, and the Owl. Now, besides being one of the most hilarious bosses in this entire game,
I increased my speed. Fucking get out.
their moveset is very simple and easy to counter. When you have the feedbacker, of course, because they shoot an unholy amount of projectiles at you at once, consisting of full auto, which uses a bunch of orange orbs, and fuller auto, a bunch of homing orbs. Now, this boss wasn't bad. I obviously won a 10-to with my awesome gamer skills, but it wasn't really that bad in all honesty. It's just the homing projectiles, I wasn't able to parry them, so they were a lot harder to deal with. But yeah, the Druid Knight's a joke. Full auto. Oh my god, let me go! Yes, they're dead! Let's go. Easy Druid Knight. We walked into 4-4. After getting through that desolate wasteland that is the Greed Lair, we are greeted by an old nemesis sitting on his throne, ready to get his revenge. Now, we weren't going to let that happen, were we? We took our jackhammers and we showed him who was the real machine. We were version 1, or V1, the better one. Anyway, we took down V2 without a problem. Probably one of my fastest V2 kills in any of my videos. I don't know if this V2 is going to be hard or not. Oh, I'm already at a second phase. Yeah, I got this, bro. Boom! That's only Jackhammer V2 done. V2's fully dead now. Here he comes. Onto the Ferryman, the first boss of the Wrath Ring. Now, the Ferryman is a reoccurring enemy that appears in P2, Weight of the World. But the Ferryman that you can spawn in Sandbox and fight in P2 has very decreased stats. Now, the Ferryman is not a hard boss by any means, but while you're using only Jackhammer, he's really hard to hit and all that. But other than that, it's really easy. But all he is just he has a bunch more health and another phase. But Ferryman's easy. Oh, by the way, did you know that Bryson is a harmless player? Bryson is a harmless player, bro. And he says he still struggles with it. Wait, what? Hold on 1 second, 1 second. Let me finish off Ferryman, and I'll talk to you about it. Oh! Come on, one last. Oh my god, what? Wait, toxic. Entering 5-4, we are met with the conflict of the Leviathan, the serpent guarding the gates to Hearsay. Now, the Leviathan is a hulking beast that towers over us, but in its stats, it's really not that great. You're able to really just kill it by staying on top of it and using the chainsaw, but I didn't really know that at the time, so I was just kind of stuck flailing around it, getting hits here and a while. Like, it was kind of iffy and it was kind of pathetic, but we got it done. Lots of damage. Oh my gosh, where am I? Oh my gosh, what is freaking happening, bro? Let me on, let me on. He's flinging me. And boom for the finisher. Let's go. Easy.
Oh.
You said boom as soon as his head blew up, bro. Now, sadly, I lost a recording. You guys know the dual insurrectionist in 6-1? Another secret boss? Yeah, I lost the recording for that one. And I'm not trying to do that again because the dual insurrectionists were kind of annoying. Take my word for it, I beat these guys. I really don't want to have to go back and find them again. Entering the interior of 6-2, we were greeted by our good pal Gabriel's voice, telling us that we had killed a lot of people, basically. This time around, he didn't seem very negotiable. He was filled with, you could say, perfect hatred. And we walked into that room where he was playing his piano, and this is what he said.
Machine, I will cut you down, break you apart, slay the gore of your profane form across the stars. I will grind you down until the very sparks cry for mercy. My hands shall relish, ending you here and
And just like that, Gabriel was finished once and for all. Now we move on to the hulking beast, the Minotaur that guards the entrance to the Violence Lair. The Minotaur has two phases. The first one where he chases you in a tram cart, and the second one where he ambushes you in his final room. I ended up using my core launches the most to take care of his first phase and kind of just brute forced his second phase. The Minotaur is not bad in any challenge because he's very bulky and he's very easy to hit with any weapon you use. It wasn't very hard. I won attempt both. I love getting the juicy damage with the Jackhammer. It's so nice. I didn't like the Jackhammer at first. Now I like it. Oh, he ran himself into the wall. I guess that counts, right? Now it's time for a quick one. The Gutterman. A massive machine with a shield and a Gatling gun. Now the Gutterman's very easy. because most notably I can break his shield with the Jackhammer, and it's insanely easy to do. So I just broke his shield and gave him a couple smacks. Onto the Earth Mover's security system. The security system is made up of a lot of parts. There are 2 airborne objects to the left and right that shoot rockets at you if you don't destroy them. Now these are easy to destroy because I kind of just whiplash up to them and destroy them. The second component is down at the bottom left and right. They are 2 cannons that will fire projectiles at you, and if you don't either A, parry them, which I can't do, or if you kill them in time, will do a lot of damage. And for the final components, there are 2 big pillars that will shoot out homing projectiles at you, similar to the rockets, but just homing projectiles. And there's the final piece in the middle, the big glowy blue orb that will shoot a beam at you. Once everything is done, the beam will speed up, and you're finally able to kill it. Overall, this boss wasn't that bad. Now it's time for the Earth Mover's brain, the easiest part in my opinion. Now, this boss is normally really easy, but I had a little trouble this time around because, as you know, the Earth Mover's brain has a little force field around it that you take damage if you walk into. So I wasn't able to get close and shoot it with my Jackhammer. So I had to use core launches for the whole time. It was really stretched out. It was really kind of awkward, and it took me a few attempts, but I got it in the end. It was just a little annoying. It doesn't really matter though. But I did it without no trouble. Oh, and yeah, you know what time it is. I lost more footage. More importantly, of another secret boss, Johninator. Johninator wasn't that bad. I beat him in 2 attempts, but just take my word for it. I did it. I don't want to have to go back and fight him again. It's just annoying. I swear, I did it. It's just annoying. I didn't like Johninator in the first place. He's annoying, and he's just really slippery. But with the Earth Mover down, that meant that was the end of all the Act 3 bosses, and we were able to move on to the Prime Souls. Now, for the Flesh Prison and the Flesh Panopticon, there's not really much to talk about. For the Flesh Prison, I kind of just used the revolver to kill the little eyes because those count as boss minions, and then I used my Jackhammer to kill it. It was easy and simple. And then for the Flesh Panopticon, I kind of just waited out, so there's not much to talk about there. Let's move on to the first Prime Sanctum. It was time for Minos Prime. Arguably the hardest boss in this challenge. I'm not even going to talk about his moveset. I'm just going to roll the fight for you. Basically just a thing I wanted to try out. If y'all don't like it, I can remove it right now, but I like it, and I think it works well. I just feel like my streams didn't really have enough, personality, me being there. Because I'm not going to use a webcam, obviously. But my PNG will, it offers something at least. Oh, damn! That was a fat stack of damage. Oh! Yes! Oh my god! Yes! Yes! That's the final boss of the challenge, bro! Get absolutely murked. Give me all your blood. Give me all your blood. Yes! Punch you in the face. Because now I can use other weapons other than the freaking Jackhammer. No way! Oh my god! That was a short stream. I mean, I could do other stuff, but... Great. And I'm not really going to talk about Sisyphus Prime. I'm just going to roll the clip for you, and then I'll talk to you after. Dunked on me.
You can't escape.
Destroy.
You can't escape. Yes, that's it.
Top of the arena, bro. What is happening? I keep saying John over and over.
Nice try.
Nice try. Bro. What do you mean? I hit you.
This
Ah, get away.
destroys. You can't escape.
As I can, bro. Watch me. Watch me just escape. Oh, watch me escape. Oh, let's go! Sisyphus Prime. Oh my goodness, I did it, chat.
Times of King Sisyphus.
Easy, bro.
A f-
Shut up, bro. I don't want to hear that monologue. And with Sisyphus finally defeated, that marks the end of the Jackhammer only challenge. I'd like to thank you all, whoever made it to this point. Thank you for watching. And I'd ask you to like and subscribe if you enjoyed this video. I will definitely be doing more challenges in the future. Thank you for all your support. And I'll see you guys in the next video.